Hello, everybody on YouTube and comicbookmovie.com. This is Hybrid0027, and today I am reviewing World War Hulk issues 1 through 5. And I really like the issues because it really shows like Hulk as not just a mindless beast, but he's actually like doing something for like a good reason. And I know this came out a few years ago, but I just thought I'd look back at it because I was rereading it the other day, and I was like, hey, this would be a nice thing to review. So yeah, getting to the story, it basically pretty much starts off where um Planet Hulk ends off, where S.H.E.I.L.D is destroyed and Hulk is now coming back with his crap. I can't even remember what it is. The guys he was with were, but with his like army and everything from S.H.E.I.L.D, as he is the Green King, or aka the Green Scar as they call him. And Hulk is pissed. Like, he goes after Black Bolt and takes out Black Bolt when Black Bolt actually like talked to the point where he blew off a chunk of Rhode Island, well, a chunk of the moon the size of Rhode Island from the moon into space. And the Hulk beat Black Bolt unconscious. Also, he went after Iron Man, and he did something that was unexpected. He gave Manhattan 24 hours to evacuate before he goes in basically and destroys it. And that kind of shows that he's not there to kill, but rather to, like, serve justice, which he later on says that he wasn't here for like murder but justice. And yeah, so basically he takes down Reed Richards. He takes down, well, actually I'll just say it in the order. After he took down Black Bolt, he took down Iron Man in this like massive Hulk busting armor. He also took down Reed Richards, even when they went through massive stuff. Like, he had like Storm there, Black Panther there, all the Fantastic Four, and he even used the Sentry, like not the Sentry, the real one, but like kind of like a fake one, to like an impersonation of him, to try calming the Hulk. But the Hulk saw through his deception and took Reed Richards out too, which is a big thing because of his elastic nature's powers. It's really hard to harm him, because like you think his punches would just kind of like shape through him, if so to speak. And yeah, so he took down Reed Richards, and then after that he took down Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate tried taking him out mentally first by like searching through his mind for like what can like calm him, but Hulk realized what he was doing, took him out, and basically like crushed his hands, so he couldn't even use his hands to cast a spell. He can only do some spells, and then even then he resorted to something as dangerous as being possessed by a demon, which Hulk still took him out, and he even saved a few people while that was all going on, kind of making it more seem like he's the hero of the story, which I believe he was. I think he was the hero, because in a way he didn't do anything wrong. I guess he does cause a lot of destruction, and they sent him out to space. They tricked him into going out there, but yeah, and he came back because he believes that, because basically the ship that he was sent in that landed on S.H.E.I.L.D, the core became unstable and blew up S.H.E.I.L.D, killed millions of beings on S.H.E.I.L.D from different races there, even his unborn child in Queen, which obviously later on we know that Scar isn't dead, he's alive. But yeah, so basically from that we get Hulk makes like kind of like the gladiatorial ring that he was in when he first got on S.H.E.I.L.D. He makes that in Manhattan. He makes I think it was Central Park. He turned into, or no, Madison Square Garden. That was it. He turns that into like the arena. He makes them fight a squid tentacle monster thing. He recalls, like, he basically tells him what happened when he landed on S.H.E.I.L.D. He kind of makes him relive that. He makes them fight to the death. And right when it seems that Tony Stark was gonna be killed by Reed Richards, Hulk kind of like stops it and intervenes, as basically as I said earlier, he says, I am here for justice, not murder. So that kind of shows that he's not some bloodthirsty monster. He actually has reasoning, and he just wanted them to know that they're the monsters and all this other stuff. And also, he puts on all the heroes like the Avengers or New Avengers. New Avengers. Crap, what's the team? Fantastic Four. Some of the X-Men and a few other heroes that fought against him. They all get obedience chips put on them, which Hulk and the other gladiators had as well on Sakaar, to make sure they don't use their powers out of context and other things like that. And basically what happens after that is there's a few testimonies from people who, due to Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Tony Stark, or Doctor Strange, have like affected, like they recall Ragnarok killing Goliath. They recall Black Bolt murdering few people, some like at a time. They also recall the fact that like Doctor Strange did bring a demon into this world and was possessed by it, and he almost killed a few people, like just stuff like that, and how like they feel that they're irresponsible and everything with the power. They don't deserve that power. So a lot of people are actually cheering for Hulk. They call him the Green King, and they want the Hulk to take them down. So that's a pretty interesting thing in the book as well. And also you have General Ross gets in it. He kind of recalls how like the Hulk is kind of a bipolar character, so to speak, where sometimes he'll do like these good things and be praised for him, and then other times he'll do bad things and like they have to make excuses for him, like he was possessed, or it's two different personas. But General Ross by now he's just like, screw it, we need to end this now. So Hulk he gets shot by various weapons, from energy beams, intense energy beams, to even things such as adamantium bullets and spikes and like darts kind of. So yeah, and Hulk is actually really, really pissed, to the point where after he takes everybody out, the Sentry, he finally gets over his like schizophrenia and everything. He goes out and he fights the Hulk. They send some pretty powerful blows. I'm pretty sure they would almost take out Manhattan if they kept on fighting any longer. And Sentry lets all of his power out, the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, as it's been calculated. And Hulk lets out all of his power, I'm assuming, because they both are exhausted to the point where they both revert to their human forms. And Bruce Banner takes out Sentry. And then after that, one of Hulk's like kind of like main men, so to speak, Sheik, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He kind of he says that the warp core that destroyed all life on Sakaar and everything was kind of like his doing. Like the Red King's remaining followers put that there, and he didn't say anything about it when he could have like stopped it. So kind of in a way he's responsible. And then Bruce Banner, as he and the Hulk were mutually in love with Kyra, their queen and wife, they recall like all like the painful memories and everything. So Bruce Banner turns back into Hulk and starts killing him. The other guys try stopping Hulk, but you can't stop the Hulk once he's really pissed like that. So this happens, and then Hulk gets so pissed off that he's releasing so much energy, and they estimate that one step from him would destroy the whole eastern seaboard of the United States. So Hulk realizes this, and he asks Tony Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. and United States government to use this like absorbing energy ray on him, and they do, and it reverts him to human form, and he's happy. But he gets put 3 miles underground. I think it was 3 miles underground, in like the middle of nowhere, in a containment, where he's put to like a comatose state, and he's kind of like a veggie now. Like he isn't, but they treat him as such. So he can't move, can't do anything to possibly turn to the Hulk anymore. Yeah, an interesting note, the rays they use to absorb his energy is later taken by AIM and used to create the Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk. So I thought that was just an interesting point to kind of say. And for a rating, so to speak, I give this issue a 10 out of 10, because this shows everything about the Hulk that people love, and it has a lot of like homage to previous Hulk issues and things that have happened in his life, and also shows like the true nature of the Hulk. Like, yes, he isn't Bruce Banner, and yes, he's like different personality, but in a way they're also the same person. Like, it's kind of like a different like part of Bruce Banner that is exaggerated, so to speak. So, which is what all the Hulk personas seem to really be. It's just a part of Bruce Banner exaggerated to the point where it's a whole new being. So yeah, I gave it 10 out of 10. I think it's an amazing, you have to read this. It's really good, especially if you're a Hulk fan. Even if you aren't a Hulk fan, if you're an Iron Man fan, Doctor Strange fan, Black Bolt, Inhumans fan, Secret Avengers, well, actually not Secret Avengers, New Avengers, Fantastic Four, just any Marvel hero in general, and Sentry fan, and you love crossovers, and you love seeing the Hulk at his maddest, check this out. Like, you get to see a lot of heroes you don't usually get to see beating the crap out of. And you also get to see what used to be the most powerful being in the universe taken out. So yeah, that's my review, and see ya.